All right, welcome back. It is Monday, start of the week. I will be going off to my on-site location this week in Maastricht, which is about an hour and a half from here. So I'll be gone Tuesday to Thursday. So we're going to do a video sitting here and talking to you. And the topic of the video is
things we found interesting living in the Netherlands so far. It's been just short of a month, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be 3 weeks.
3 weeks, and so these are personal to us. This might not apply to everywhere in the Netherlands, or it could not even apply past our suburbs, but just things that we personally have found interesting or things that we've been adjusting to that are different from living life either in the UK or back in the US. So I'll start. My number one is dog related. And there's two things. One is dog poop. They don't really clean up dog poop here that I've seen. I think there's obvious places that you might, like if you were at a park or we go to a big field, they cut the grass there. Some people don't, but I feel like I personally would pick it up there. But you just don't really see it as much. I would imagine that's different in Amsterdam or in the city center, but that's weird adjusting to, and it feels wrong. But anyways, and the second thing about the dogs are the dogs or the owners are less approachable here. I will say Monty he comes on very strong and he tries to play with every dog, so that could scare them away. But I feel like both in the UK and the US, people were much more oh, is he friendly, or something of that sort, and so it's harder to make dog friends, I guess. So yeah, that is my number one.
My number one, it's kind of two parts, but it's bike related. So moving here, we knew that bikes were going to be our main form of transport, which we've really liked. But I think two things that I've noticed. First one is on all the bike lanes around us. They will also have motorized scooters, so think Vespas or even dirt bikes sometimes you'll see on there. Mm-hmm. And they will just fly past everyone. So that was definitely shocking for me to see the first time. I would have thought that would have been they would have kept those on the road, but they use the bike lanes just like bikes do.
There are some spots though you see it's only a bike sign, but they still go on it.
Yeah, they basically just use the bike lanes to get around, which
is annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous because they do go really fast and weave in and out of traffic if they're trying to pass people. But so second part of biking is the bike lock or bike parking situation. I think in most places I've been, usually you would get a rope lock,
a chain.
Yeah, or a chain where you can chain it around. Usually there'll be a metal something in the cement where you chain it to. Some people will do that here, but mostly it's just these wheel locks. So both of our bikes came with them.
You just put your key in and it's on the wheel. And there would be no way for anyone to take it. You can't just snap it. People with regular bike locks would use
lock. In high school when you had your padlock on your locker and you forgot the combination, one of those. I don't know what that's called. To you? Not me, but
anyways, you literally can't do that with these. So.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
It's nice because you can really park it anywhere. And don't really have to worry about them being stolen.
Also, I think anyone that can ride a bike pretty much has a bike. So, there's not a market to, steal a bike, really.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. Okay. So, my number two is the recycling situation here. They are all about their recycling. It is so organized, and I love that, but it's really something I'm not used to. I think going from the US to the UK was a little bit more recycle friendly there, but here it's something I never experienced. So we get our regular 3 bins here, which is your garden and food waste. So we have a food waste bin now. That's new for us. And then, what's the word? Restival. In Dutch, it's like restival or something, and that's just like your garbage that exists after you've sorted it all. And then you have the paper and cardboard, and that all gets picked up at your house. However, the recycling of paper and cardboard happens once a month only, which to me is wild, especially having just moved here and having all of these boxes. It's been quite the time trying to like fill that, and Murphy's been burning some of it, and we still have some left over.
Yeah.
But then plastics we bring to, they have different containers around the city and in the suburbs. Ours is actually by our grocery store, and so there's a whole long list of various plastics you can put in there, and then you do the same there with glass, and the glass is sorted by color: green, brown, and white or clear. And so every time we go to the grocery store, we pretty much bring that along with us. However, there are also bottles and cans that have like a little euro symbol on it, and this does exist in the US in different states. I know in Michigan specifically, because I would do it with my friend. But you basically, in the grocery stores, they have a little system that you just feed the bottles through, and it counts up how much you get back per bottle, and you can either donate it or you can use it towards your groceries. And so I really like that. They also have like a small hazardous waste area in different stores for like batteries and light bulbs, and then they have different larger centers for things like white goods, textiles, styrofoam, which we have a lot of too, and we have to physically bring that to an environmental center. But it's crazy. It's just so different, but I fully support it. So we're adjusting to that.
Okay, my number 2, somewhat related to the going to the grocery store like yours was, is buying any sort of alcohol. So at our grocery store, you can get beer and wine. They have like some seltzers or
cocktail in a can.
Yeah,
that are just like 5%.
Yeah, but if you want any sort of alcohol, you have to go to the off license to get that. And ours has somewhat inconvenient hours. So they're all closed on Sundays. Or
that's in our area.
What I can tell, they're closed on Sundays. They close pretty early on Saturdays. Ours closes, I think, at 5:30. One time we tried to go there and he had already closed before that.
A half hour early.
Yeah.
Which
so you kind of have to plan ahead if you want. Ours was specifically vodka for pasta dish, but if you want to enjoy your favorite liquor, you need to
like
plan
a Sunday
ahead.
barbecue, you're not going to get it. I will say there's probably places in the city center, like there's got to be at least one or two that does, and or maybe the larger grocery stores here sell liquor. I'm not sure, but our experience so far is that they're specialty shops. But I will say they have a really good selection, but you just have to think about it.
Plan ahead, yeah.
Yeah, but that's normal in other states too. Maybe not the hours, but like not being able to get liquor all at the same store. Okay, so my last one then isn't that crazy, but it's just, and it's pretty normal I think in the Netherlands, but the staircases are a bit treacherous. They're just, the actual stair isn't that wide for your foot, and they curve really quickly, and so like I almost fell down the stair or up the stairs, which is kind of more embarrassing. Like the first day we were here, and so you definitely just have to be mindful. And I'm worried about you, Deb, if you're watching. You might not be able to sleep upstairs if you've had too many glasses of wine, but we still love you. So yeah, they're just, I think they're probably worse in Amsterdam with like the taller, skinnier houses. They're probably a little more treacherous, but that's just something, I mean, we've lived in apartments, so we're not used to that. And so coming to this is like different.
Yeah, I feel like it would be hard for an older person to live at this house.
Yeah.
It's also like getting things upstairs, so we had a washer, dryer delivered. I assume, I wasn't here, but I assume
they brought it up, thankfully. And they did it swift, too.
It was pretty tight getting that up. Even just like
that chair.
The chair and our bed that was in a box.
Good thing it was in a box, though.
Yeah, if it was just the bed, I mean, you can bend it around these stairs, which is nice, but something big and not flexible would be tough to bring up the stairs.
Yeah.
And then my last one is also home related, and it's something that I think maybe is just in our area or in the suburbs, but all of the windows in our house have these like retractable automatic sunshades.
They're kind of like a garage door.
Yeah, so we have a remote that controls all of them, and it works pretty much from anywhere in the house. So even from bed, I can close or open any of the sunshades. So we have it on our big sliding door. We have it in the kitchen, and then our 2 bedrooms upstairs and the bathroom. So those all get closed at night, and it's
a game changer.
Yeah, it's pretty much black out in here. The only ones that don't have it are the front door, which we have a curtain for, but lets in some light, and then we have some skylights in the
3rd floor.
Yeah, on the top floor that let a little bit of light in, but
once it's dark out, it doesn't really.
Yeah, it's definitely a game changer.
It feels bougie, don't you think?
Yes.
But it's not, like, at all. It's not that fancy. They're just garage, but everyone has them.
Yeah, it seems like most people have them. It's nice because on like a really hot day, if you keep this one on our big doors, the sun will be shining in. We're facing south, so the sun shines in most of the day. So if it is super sunny and you want to keep it a little bit cooler, you can close those. You can do them like halfway if you want to still get a little bit of light in or the air in. And yeah, it's really nice. It would be nice if the front door had it, but
it also creates a really nice movie theater vibe in the living room.
Yes, we could basically have like a dark blackout film in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had never seen those really
except in France.
Anywhere before. We stayed at the Airbnb we stayed at in France had them.
And he was so excited about it, and then we didn't know they were here, so it was really exciting to find out we had them.
We have found a couple cool things in the home that we didn't know were here, but it's the sunshades are definitely a game changer. Yeah,
so that is our 6, kind of 8 if you count the subcategories in bike and dog, but interesting things about living in the Netherlands so far. I'm sure we'll have plenty more as we live here about the culture and stuff, but that's what we've got so far. So we hope that you like this video and let us know if you want us to do more like this.